In this talk, we are going to find the output of the following code. Here we have class name demo9, and this is the block of class. Let me show you the block of class. And inside the block of class, we have one more block, that is main block. And here, let me show you. This is the public static void main string, and we are passing the arguments. This is the entry point of the entry point of the program. And after that, we are initializing int b is equal to 15. Then in the next line, we have a for loop. This loop is called as for loop. And here you can see this is an integer type. What? This a is an integer type assigning 15 in it. And here we are checking the condition. We are checking the condition like a is greater than -1. And if it is true, if this condition is true, then a is having the post decrement. A is having the post decrement. And after that, in the next line, we can see we have b with post increment operator. And after that, this loop, once this condition is false, loop will terminate. And after that, it will come to this line like system.out.println b, the final value which is in the b variable will printed on the console, will printed on the console. Okay, so let me draw the console. What would be the output? So in this talk, we are introducing what? For loop. So let me just take these step by step so that it would be easy for you. Okay, so how actually it will run behind the scene? Okay, let me show you what it would be happen in the behind scene. Yes, in the behind scene, what we can see, like in every iteration of this for loop, we incrementing the b value by 1. Yes, so here when loop runs first time, a value would be 15, like we can see here. When this loop runs first time, a value is equal to 15. And this condition, if I talk about this condition, let me change the color. Yes, if I talk about this condition is true. Yes, and the value of a would be 14 because of post decrement operator, and the value of b is equal to 16. Why 16? Because in every iteration we are incrementing the value of b by 1. So by first iteration the b value would be 16. Okay, let me check for the second iteration. For the second iteration, a value would be 14 because the value of a is changed. The value of a is changed to 14. So that's why here in the next iteration I'm taking a is equal to 14. Then we have the condition, and if the condition is true, then it goes to the third condition. third is a is decrementing value by 1. So the value of a is 14. Now the value of a is 13 in the next iteration. So value of b would be 17. Just like for third time, if it will run, so the value of a is 13 and the condition would be true, and a is again decremented by 1. And if it runs 4 times, then a value is 12, because in the last iteration it was a value was 12. So that's why in the fourth iteration the value of a is 12. Then again 12 here, let me write here, a less than -1. So if a value is 12, it means that it is true. It is true. Yes. So it is true. It means that it will again run this loop, and the value of a is decremented by 1. Then final value of b, here b value is 18. Now here b value is 19. Then when the loop is run fifth time, when this loop is run fifth time, let me show you. Yes. Then a value would be 11, because the last a value was 11. So in the next time it will start from the 11, and they again check the condition, and then it return, then it goes to the third, which is a post decrement. It means that it will decrement value by 1. So the b value is 20. So I hope so you got my point. So we have lots of steps, lots of iterations is there. I have explained 5. I hope so you got my point. So that's why I'm just doing a little fast. So 6 time, then a value is 10, then condition is true, a is 9, then b is equal to 21. Then seventh iteration, a is equal to 9, condition again checked, then a is equal to 8, that is b is equal to 22. And when it run 8th time, then a is equal to 8, condition would be true, a is equal to 7. Yes, then the b value would be 23. Don't confuse this b value where I'm getting. Here you can see this b value I'm checking. Okay. Yes. So yeah, when this loop runs 9th times, a is equal to 9, because the a value was 7. Then condition checked, it is true, then a is decremented by 1, then b is equal to 24. Then again let me show you again. Yeah, when loop is run 10th time, a value is 6, condition is true, a is decremented by 1, then b is equal to 25. Then a, this loop runs 11th time, a is equal to 5, because the value of a was 5. Then condition is true, then a is decremented by 1, then b is equal to 26. When this loop, let me change the color, when this loop run 12th time, a is equal to 4, condition check true, then a is equal to 3, because it is decremented by 1, b is equal to 27. And here again 13th times, 13 times when this loop is run, a is equal to 3, then condition is true, a is equal to 2, then b is equal to 28. Why? Because b is here, a is decremented by 1, so that's why value is 2. Now on 14th iteration, you can see a is 2, because the last value of a was 2. Yes, let me change the color. Then condition is true, a is equal to 1, then b is equal to what? 29. Then we go for the 15th iteration, then a is equal to 1, condition is true, a is equal to 0. Yes, then b is equal to 30, because again the condition was here true. Okay, let me change the color. Then again loop is run 16 times, a is equal to 0, then condition is true, then a is equal to -1, because of post decrement operator. Here again you can see post I this one post decrement operator. So that's why we are decreasing value by 1. When this loop, now the value of b is 31. Now again just see, this is going to be the final termination of loop. When it runs 17th time, a value is now is -1. Yes, the condition is checked. What type of condition is checked? A greater than -1. This condition, now -1 greater than -1, that is what? False. That is what? False. So this loop is terminated. Okay, then after that, what will be executed? After that, this line will execute, and it will print on the output what? 31, because the last value of b was 31. These steps I showed you behind the scene. Yes, because this was the first time we are introducing the for loop. In the next lectures, we are not going in that depth. Yes. Okay, let me tell you one shortcut for doing the fast execution, dry execution, and you will get the answer. It would be easy if you want the answer in 10 seconds. Okay, so like this is incrementing by 1. Yes, so what you can do, just how many times loop will run? It will start from 15 and it should be greater than -1. So what you can do, 15 times the loop is already is 15. How many times it will run? 16 times. Just add it, you will get the final answer because it is incrementing by 1. Keep remember, like if incrementing by 1, you can see. So you will get directly 31. It will hardly take 10 seconds to answer. So this is a shortcut, but it only works when condition is suitable. It will not work for all. Yes. Okay, so this is the final answer for this program. Yes. Okay, learn Java and be happy.